All right. So, overall, I don't feel amazing. So I'm going to kind of get this done early, and then I'm gonna go to bed or lay down or do something. Because I'm not gonna want to be up at like 9 o'clock at night talking about games. So, the games currently going on are Notre Dame and Stanford, USC, Penn State, Texas, Oklahoma, and a whole bunch of other ones. Cal and Pitt, Georgia and Mississippi State, Northern Illinois and Bowling Green. My goodness. A whole bunch of games no one wants to watch or cares about. But the ones that have happened already are Alabama and South Carolina. South Carolina kind of came back. They ended up scoring 25, but Alabama still won. I think the issue with Alabama is that they kind of need to get everybody who's in the program now out. It sounds kind of ridiculous, I know, but I think everyone who's underneath the Nick Saban tutelage is it's kind of like going from one parent to the next, where one parent was very much on your ass about everything, and then this new one is like, kind of, sure, why not? I don't think that whatever Kalen DeBoer is like kind of doing, like, I don't think he is, poor Kent State. I don't think that whatever's happening, he doesn't want to do that sort of offense. He's just doing it because it's what is working best for the players he has, and it's going to continue to work, kind of. Obviously, the issue with last week and losing to Vanderbilt and Malachi Moore not coming off the field after kicking a football and essentially throwing a temper tantrum because they were losing is obviously not a good look, especially for the coaches, because it looks like they don't have control over the team. As I think it was Robert Kraft or somebody said, they always talked about how it was the owner of the Houston Texans who said that having the prisoners are in charge of the prison. Obviously, that's not a great thing to say, and a lot of people are going to look at it that way, especially people who are Alabama fans, because it is the South, and it is not really that super progressive, or at all. But yeah, either way, that whole team probably just needs to transfer out somewhere else, because I don't think Kalen DeBoer is going to be able to actually have his way of football or his way of discipline, especially after coming off, 20 years from Nick Saban being a hard ass. Anywho, enough about them. Army won again. They're still undefeated. They beat UAB 44-10. I actually bet that game. I was kind of hoping Army had a little bit more points. I think the over was like 54.5, and they scored 54, so it didn't hit, but still fun. Wisconsin, very boring football team, just in general, historically and now. But they did beat Rutgers, who started off okay. I think they started off undefeated, and then they lost like a few games, but they lost again today. Iowa beat Washington. Washington had to fly to Iowa. Oh, man, what a shitty college football year this is. Washington got their one big win of beating Michigan at home. What a surprise that was. Not. Clemson beating Wake Forest. I have a suspicion that Clemson is actually really good, and each game they play, even though they're playing like shittier teams, they're practicing for when they have to play a big team. I know that's not how it works at all, but I do think that Clemson is somewhat of a sleeper when it comes to football this year. I understand that everyone thinks the whole team sucks. But currently they are 5-1 and 4-0 in their conference, and it is pretty evident that they have a pretty good chance of scoring on you if they wanted to. I will never understand how they continually shit the bed against Georgia, though. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of games still left to play that I'm not gonna cover really. Unless I feel better by the end of the night, which I don't know. I might be asleep. But I think more exciting ones that are happening or will be happening are Iowa State and West Virginia. Minnesota is at UCLA. That'll be interesting. Florida is at Tennessee. That'll be an interesting one. I'd like Florida to win. I think it'd be probably another statement win for that head coach if he wins that game in Tennessee, especially after Tennessee coming off an L against Arkansas. Which is also not a very good team. but whatever. And Purdue is like, what, 10 points away from tying Illinois. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but who knows. Anyway, that's all I got, and that's all I ever will have. I'm going to lay down. All right, goodbye.